Hey guys, Cajun Gamer coming at you. Welcome to our video. I am thrilled and excited to share this awesome box opening that I've had in my possession for a very long time. And I'll share the story with you real quick. We cleaned our attic out from Hurricane Ida here in Louisiana. We had some of our turbines blow off. We even did a video where some of the water was coming into the attic. But because things were, properly put into plastic tubs and sealed, a lot of those things that were in the tubs didn't get damaged. I found some old golf equipment from my days of being a PGA golf professional. I found some baseball cards. I found a complete set of 1990 Pro Set NFL cards. But this guy here, this is exciting because I vividly remember putting this box together and giving it its own little personality. So this is a box, guys, of the 1990 Marvel Universe Superheroes trading card. And I know in this box that it is two complete sets, not one, but two complete sets in this box. I know that came with the collection. It was kind of like opening a rare in a Pokemon card pack that you would actually get an opportunity to get what they call a hologram. And those holograms had some value. I mean, that was a big trading value. And also the big card of Stan Lee. I do remember that as well. And if I know my OCD and protecting everything, I know that those cards, like the holograms and Stan Lee, are in some type of holding card or case. We're gonna find out when we go in here. So without further ado, you can see we had some writing on here. Matter of fact, there's a stamp here from February 22nd, 1991. When these cards came out, I was 13 when I collected them. I don't know who Ann Traha is. So Ann Traha, if that is you and that's your phone number, I don't know, maybe I was trying to hook up with you. I don't know, but leave a comment if it's you, Ann. But this is so cool, guys. I mean, I hate to move things around in here because I don't want to damage anything. But let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and open it up, and look at that. That is so cool. So this card here, let me see what this is. Okay, this is actually the collection list. This tells me every card that I needed to complete the full collection, the actual checklist. And obviously that's here because it's dividing both sets right here. So we're going to take one of these sets out carefully because I know they're going to be in good condition. Everything looks fantastic. Let me share with you guys. I don't like the cards sliding like that. I can see a Stan Lee up there. Those are probably holograms. So I'm going to pull these out and we're going to look at it together. We're going to share the excitement. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And I tell you what, we're gonna throw this one out right. Look at that. So this was one of 6 cards. Look at that. You don't understand, guys. This is memories to me as I'm opening it with y'all. Man, I remember the card saver. But look at this. This is Stan Lee. So this is one of 6 cards that, compared to the Pokemon cards of today, was like a rare card. Man, I've seen some on eBay that were graded go, anywhere up to 40 to 50 bucks. But it shows you all his stats. That's the card number, obviously. And it's pretty cool how they did all the artwork of Spider-Man, Silver Surfer, the Avengers, kind of combined it as he and many others were the creators of all those characters. My OCD wants to go in there and make that card straight, but I'm not going to mess with it because it's in good condition, obviously. To think that this card has sat in this box for that long is pretty impressive. I mean, you're looking at 90, 2000, 2010, 2020, that's 30. So it's 33 years that these cards have sat in this box. And if this looks good, I know everything else is going to look good too. So we're going to put that aside and we're going to go ahead and grab. Oh man, I'm nervous. I should be wearing gloves pulling these out. My goodness. So this is the complete set, and we'll go through each card if you stay with us. I remember Captain America being the first one. Look at that. Check that out. Oh man. I don't want to keep the video too long by going back and forth, but what I'll do, and they're probably all in order. I know they are. I'll show you one example here, and then look at the detail. Look at the corners, man. These cards are in phenomenal condition. And then on the back, see number 1 right there. And then of course all of his stats and all, his height, his weight, his wins, his losses, his win percentage. How cool is that? When he appeared, they even have a did you know? Captain America was frozen in a block of ice in the Arctic for a decade before a superhero team known as Avengers rescued him. There's the 1990 copyright. And how cool, we were reading that, and we just went through all the Avenger movies, and Captain America, obviously the first Avenger. This is so neat. All right, so we got Captain America. We'll take our time and go through each one. So we have Spider-Man in black suit. We have the Incredible Hulk. We have Daredevil. Look. I mean, they're like brand new guys. I shouldn't even be touching these. Nick Fury, how he looked in the comic books. Now, Nick Fury. The Thing. Professor X. Cyclops. I'm grabbing these cards through the camera, so it's kind of a weird situation, something new to me, but I'm making it happen. Marvel Girl, Wolverine, and if my memory serves me right, this card is actually going to be a hologram. Phoenix, Power Man, Dazzler, Dagger, Quasar. Let's see if I can get a good... I grabbed too many cards at one time. Submariner. Hulk. Thor. Mr. Fantastic. Black Panther. Archangel. Iceman. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop this pack here real quick and just grab a few so it's easier for me to display with you guys. So there's Iceman. There's another Wolverine. Storm. Shadowcat. Moon Knight. Lockheed. Aunt May. Spider-Man. Another Spider-Man. Again, if my memory serves me right, this one will be as a hologram as well. Captain America. Silver Surfer. Human Torch. Doctor Strange. Havoc. Look at these cards, guys. I mean, phenomenal. Colossus. And they still smell like when they came out the pack. That's what's so cool. Another Wolverine. Nightcrawler, She-Hulk, Captain Britain, check that out, Captain Britain, Rogue, Iron Man, Invisible Woman, Punisher, Longshot, Beast, Punisher again, Storm. Keep going. There's quite a few guys. There's 160 of them. But we're going to share all of them with you. Elektra, Cloak, Wasp, Kingpin, Baron Zemo, Loki, Juggernaut, Nightmare, Sabretooth, Electro, Dr. Octopus, Dr. Doom, Ultron, Enchantress, Magneto. That's going to be a hologram too, if my memory serves me right. Bullseye, Mr. Sinister, Sandman, Lizard, Mole Man, Dormammu, Leader, Blob. The cards are so new, guys. They still sticking to each other because they're so fresh. Venom, Green Goblin, Galactus, Mandarin, High Evolutionary, Mephisto, Thanos. Check that out. Apocalypse, Red Skull. Looks like this is the villain area right there, huh? And Ghost Rider. Now check that out. So like sports cards, you got rookie cards, right? Well, even Marvel Comics in the 1990s had rookie cards. So this was the year that Ghost Rider first appeared in the actual comic universe of Marvel. And the next one is actually, these next few are actually going to be rookie cards that I get to share with you guys. One of my favorites that I personally collected when I was collecting a few comic books. I wasn't a hardcore collector of comic books, but I did a lot of drawing back in those days. And one that I would always draw is this guy right here. This was Deathlock, rookie of 1990. Here's another rookie. This is actually the Guardians of the Galaxy that came out in 1990. Check that out. How cool is that? Another rookie group called the New Warriors. How crazy a lot of this stuff is now being out in Hollywood. Nomad. Nomad. Now, I think Nomad, if I'm not mistaken, Nomad received physical training and learning his fighting skills from his good teacher, Captain America. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, Nomad is actually Bucky going pretty much solo. I could be wrong. Don't chastise me in comments if that's incorrect, but I'm trying to go off of memory on that. Here's another rookie, Fool Killer. And then we're going to go to cards that are called Famous Battles that they actually have in the group. Let's see. Let me get those out there for you. So let's see if I can make it happen. Okay, so Thing versus Hulk. Fantastic Four versus Galactus. Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Thor versus Surtur. Spider-Man versus Kraven. Pretty cool, huh? It's cool to see these things, and then we see the movies actually come out 30 years later. Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. Daredevil versus Bullseye. Daredevil versus Kingpin. And forgive me, guys, I'm just placing these on their own. Silver Surfer versus Mephisto. Captain America versus Red Skull. Dark Phoenix versus Saga. X-Men versus Avengers. Boy, that would be a cool movie, huh? X-Men versus Magneto. X-Men versus Fantastic Four. That'd be another cool one to have on film, huh? Fall of the Mutants. Evolutionary War. Atlantis Attacks. Acts of Vengeance. Spider-Man versus Venom. Nick Fury versus Hydra. That's a cool one. Armor Wars 1. That's interesting. Armor's War 1. Look, it even tells you where it takes place and what edition and year that comic book came out. Man, that's pretty awesome, man. Give me 1 second, guys. Daredevil versus Wolverine. Daredevil versus Punisher. Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. Very vintage battle there. Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. Hulk versus Wolverine. Hulk versus Spider-Man. Captain America versus Wolverine. Silver Surfer versus Thanos, X-Factor versus Apocalypse, X-Men versus Freedom Force. All right, guys, we're coming toward the very end of the stack here. Oh, I'm trying to be quick but not damage the cards. Wolverine versus Sabretooth, X-Men in the Savage Land, Iron Man versus Titanium Man. That's interesting. Thor versus Loki. Famous battle there. First Free versus Skull War. Now we're coming to like most valuable comics. Check that out. Fantastic Four. Most valuable comics. And then I'm sure on the back it will tell you. Look at original price. 10 cents. Came out in 1961. At that time, the Overstreet price guide value, how cool is that, was $26.50 near mint. That was back in 1990. I can't imagine what it costs now. Let me know in the comments. Do a search. Tell me what these most valuable comics are now worth at this time. Here's another one. X-Men. Don't miss the fabulous first issue. There it is. How cool. Let's see. Of course, we know this famous one, Amazing Fantasy, which is Spider-Man. Let's see the street value on that one back in 2800. Well, we know that went up big time. First issue of The Punisher. Journey into Mystery, introducing the mighty Thor. Another one, Amazing Spider-Man, with the introduction of the Punisher. Street value of that one's $185 in 1990. We know that's going up. That's how much it costs probably just to get it graded, right? The Avengers. That one came out in 1963. How cool. Spider-Man. Chameleon Strikes, excuse me. Giant Size X-Men. Wolverine. Incredible Hulk and the Wolverine. The introduction of Iron Man, Tales of Suspense. Check that out. Let me flip this around here. 1963, original comic price, 12 cents. Oh, street value in 1990 was $8.75. Wounded in Vietnam, Playboy, industrialist, and inventor. Listen to me. Oh, man, I'm twisting it up. Inventor Anthony Stark is captured by communist soldiers and forced to work with the Vietnamese Professor Jensen to create a new weapon for the communist war effort. How cool is that, man? Here's another one, Captain America Lives Again. Then we go into team pictures. Fantastic Four. The Avengers. X-Men. And another X-Men. X-Men. That was a lot of X-Men. So, Cloak and Dagger. They did a great job in these cards. New Mutants. Look at Cable in the middle. Cable was one of my favorite ones to draw. I don't know what it was. And the way they styled Cable's hair, man. I just love drawing that dude's hair. I know it sounds crazy, but me being in art, it was just fun to draw him. I remember I drew a big picture of him in I think in pastels in art class. It actually came out first place. So I got to find that picture. I'll find that picture. I'll share it with you guys. There's X-Factor. There's Excalibur. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Sinister Six. Hellfire Club. Alpha Flight. And then Spider-Man Presents, where he does some cameos. I got my powers from Radioactive Spider. Never even got to thank the little guy. My spider senses warn me of danger. Like when I'm late for dinner, it ain't made. So these are kind of like little comic strip cards, I guess you can call it, where they kind of talk between two people, kind of give it a little entertainment to the card collector. I'll go through these real fast. I won't read each individual one, but it's just good to share. that you know you've seen the whole entire collection of the 1990 Superheroes Marvel card collection. And then we're coming to the end, guys. 3 more to go, and then we're going to go to the big Y2Cs that we call it, the jackpot cards. And there's the last one, number 160. And of course, we saw Stan Lee here. That is number 161 to complete the set. So now, here's the fun part. Now, just so you know, on this side, this is another full complete set, because I remember very, very vividly having 2 complete sets, which is why I had a little divider card right here. All right, guys, here comes the fun part. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but I'm going by memory here, 33 years ago, whenever you grab the pack of these cards from the retail shelf, you can rub the pack, like you can actually rub the pack, and the back card was cut a little bit thicker than the front card. I don't remember if it was the Marvel Universe cards or when we used to collect the 90 Pro Set cards. Actually, it was the Marvel cards. I remember if you grab the pack and you rub your fingers, the back card would be cut a hair bit thicker than the rest of the cards. That was a sign that you had a hologram in the pack. We got so many holograms because we figured out the secret. And of course, back then, there wasn't no internet. You didn't have quick communication, so the word didn't get out quite so much, and not everything got saturated. I remember the 1990 Pro Set cards. You can actually see on the plastic pack if you had one of their specialty cards. Of course, they've come a long way, but just want to let you know, we racked up on quite a few holograms. I've even gave some to my son, but I've obviously kept the top mint ones. And here we go. We're going to rotate them. And who's up first? Oh, that's a duplicate Stan Lee. Okay, so I got 2 Stan Lees. That's cool. In a hard case. And look what's behind it. And I hope you guys can see it, because you got to remember these were made 33 years ago. This is the hologram of Silver Surfer. So these were the specialty cards. These were hard to get, and of course I just shared the secret on how we can find them. Now I have them in a protective sleeve, so I won't be able to show you the back of them. I definitely won't take it out because I know it's covered. But knowing me, what I did is I put it in a sleeve upside down into the clear plastic sleeve. That way nothing can touch any of the corners. So there's Silver Surfer. And the next one up is Wolverine. Check that out. How cool is that? And then next is Magneto. So my memory serves me right on those cards. Guys, this is so awesome. You got to remember, when you had these, everybody wanted them at school, wanted to trade them. I mean, they were hard to get. Look at this. There's Spider-Man. Kind of give you a little twist action there so you can see it, and hopefully it gives you that 3D depth like a true hologram. And let's see, who is this? Oh, Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Look at that. How cool. Oh, I have 2 Green Goblins and Spider-Man. Okay, so if you can see, some of the hologram part is kind of breaking off the card. That's just from natural aging. Obviously, these were protected right away. And if you notice on this one, you don't see any of that. So I don't know, what causes that. Again, I think it's just natural aging. I don't think it's handling. But I've got 2 of them. So cool. And a duplicate Wolverine as well. So got 2 of those. So that's fantastic. So guys, I just want to thank you for tuning into this and allowing me to show this awesome collection. This is nostalgic for me, guys, because I when I was growing up, even though packs of cards back then were, I don't know, I'm throwing a number out there, they might have been $1, but coming up in a household where my parents wasn't poor, but they didn't make a lot of money, and they definitely didn't spoil us. They didn't say, hey, we're gonna go buy whatever you like, buy boxes of cards. At 13, I'm not working, $5 allowance a month. you know, and we had to spend it wisely. So, you know, if I got 2 or 3 packs of something in a month, you know, I cherish that. And I'm glad I was raised that way, because it taught me to respect what I earn as I grow, you know, became older. I remember, and I don't mean to bore you with the guys, my parents didn't buy me a car when I was a senior in high school, when all my friends were getting vehicles. And there was a reason for that, because my parents were teaching me to be responsible, to earn your keep, because we know that if you will go to work and buy your own vehicle, you'll take care of it because it's your money, and you will cherish the fact of what it takes to earn that. And I'm thankful for that to this day. And that's why these mean a lot to me, because I didn't have the money, you know, that I have now. Now, I'm not wealthy by all means, but, you know, obviously you make more 33 years later than you do when you're 13. So to get these and also find a method to capture the rare ones without spending buku money on boxes was a golden ticket. So, guys, I want to thank y'all for spending time with me and looking at these with me and opening this awesome gem. I'm going to put all these back nice and neat and put it right back in its box and seal it. May pass it on to my son. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring for you and too long. And give a shout out to my teammates and my awesome club members out at Rum Racing for Asphalt 9. They've been a phenomenal club to be with. Really enjoy posting videos with that club. And also, more importantly, give the biggest shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who blesses us every day. And we honor and worship him for everything that we do. And maybe one day I'll soon do a video on our faith as well. But with that being said, I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on, guys. Hit the like. We'll share more of this stuff. Your support to our channel is what motivates us to keep going, and we can't thank you enough. So give that thumbs up, hit the notification, and definitely subscribe. We appreciate everything, guys. This is Cajun Gamer. Come to you next time. Peace out.